It's pretty obvious that most of you have been cancelling all your plans in the afternoon, especially between 1 to 4, and that's because of the scorching heat. Now, North India in particular continues to reel under the scorching summer. The IMD has issued a red alert for Delhi for the next 4 days, while Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan also continue to deal with severe heatwave conditions. In fact, in Punjab and Delhi, schools have also been closed for the summer break until the end of June. Remember, under the heat wave conditions, maximum temperatures right now are reaching the mid 40s, almost touching 50 degrees at some places. In fact, if you're living in regions with severe heat wave conditions, you're also advised to stay indoors during the peak hours between noon and 4 p.m. So this, of course, is an issue that continues to haunt everyone. In fact, we're getting all the voices from across the nation. And right now, joining me on the broadcast are my colleagues Gajraj, who's joining us from Jaipur, and also Nikhil, who's joining us from Delhi. Gajraj, I'll first come to you. Rajasthan, of course, is known to be one of those states that braces the maximum impact of heat waves every summer. Help us understand what's the condition like right now in Rajasthan, and also what are the steps being taken by the government.
See, in Rajasthan, heat wave conditions have severely impacted the whole of the state because now the Rajasthan government has also issued a few directions in this particular matter and have asked paramedical and nursing staff to stay on alert, and all the leaves of all the important staff has been cancelled. And I'm right now at a market space, and we were looking for a lot of major people over there, and they were the streets were empty. And right now I'm in a market zone, and I have people with me at this particular spot. This is the area nearby the MI Road, which is a prominent area in Jaipur. We'll speak to a few of the visitors at this particular tea shop here. हीट वेव से कितनी परेशानी हो रही है?
सर बहुत परेशानी हो रही है। मैं अभी एक बार हॉस्पिटल जाके खुद आया हूँ। अभी डिहाइड्रेशन हो जाता है, बाइक से ट्रैवल करते हैं, बहुत बहुत दिक्कत आती है सर, बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है।
थोड़ा पानी का भी जो इशू है राजस्थान में लगातार बना हुआ है, आप किस तरह से देखते हैं?
सर पानी का ऐसा इशू है कि पानी आ तो जाता है पर पर्याप्त नहीं आ पा रहा है। कई ऐसे एरिया हैं, जैसे हमारे एरिया में सर अभी 3 दिन पानी बंद रहा है। एक टाइम कंप्लेन करी, फिर उसके बाद चालू हो गया, पर दिक्कत तो बहुत ज़्यादा फेस करनी पड़ रही है।
बट ट्रैवल टाइम क्या रहता है गर्मी में? अगर आपको ऑफिस के लिए जाना पड़ता है तो कैसे
सर वही 11 से मान लो 6 बजे तक, 7 बजे तक नॉर्मल टाइम यही है। 10 बजे निकलते हैं सुबह घर से, तो भी दिक्कत तो रहती है। टैनिंग वगैरह की इतनी दिक्कत है। हम मेरे तो खुद के अभी थोड़े दिन पहले तबीयत खराब हो गई थी। हीट वेव से इतनी चल रही है, लू वगैरह लगने की दिक्कत रहती है।
See, in Rajasthan, these particular spots have been, prime spots because vehicle movement is also at large, and I also speak to, shopkeeper here who always has a lot of crowd, but in this particular heat wave conditions, this spot is also empty. किस तरह से देखते हैं इस conditions को? आपकी जो शॉप है हमेशा एक भीड़ भड़ाका देखने को मिलता था, अभी गर्मी की वजह से
हुकुम अभी 30% लोग रह गए हैं। दिन के अंदर लोग 9 बजे से लेकर रात को शाम को 6 बजे तक तो लोग बाहर ही नहीं निकलते, ऑफिस से बाहर ही नहीं आते, सब ऑफिस से बाहर नहीं आते।
आप कैसे मैनेज कर रहे हैं स्टाफ के साथ में, क्योंकि आप लोग यहाँ पे पूरा काम भी करते रहते हैं, किस तरह से मैनेज हो रहा है?
अभी बहुत कम है, वो काम का प्रेशर बहुत कम है, और स्टाफ है जो है उतना ही है जितना पहले था। दिन में बिल्कुल कम काम रहता है, तो स्टाफ बस जो काम रहता है वही करता है।
See, heat wave conditions not only impacting the health, but also the businesses that are going on the streets, because these are the street vendors who are totally dependent on the daily movement of the people here. But at this particular spot, from 12 to 6 p.m. in the evening, so there is no crowd, and after that till 12 p.m. at night, the crowd comes out. After the sun goes out. So these are the conditions prevailing in Rajasthan, and seeing these particular conditions, Rajasthan government has also issued many directions. Considering the increasing temperature day by day. Studio.
Right, Gajraj, appreciate you for joining us on the broadcast in that heat wave condition there. You're also getting us voices from the streets. In fact, my colleague Pradeep also is joining us from Jammu to get us an insight. Pradeep, a lot has been spoken about the heat wave conditions in the heartland, the red alert that has been issued, and also the fact that a lot of people keep complaining about this every time. Every summer, there seems to be a record-breaking heat. Help us understand what's the condition like in Jammu, because a lot of people, especially from here, seem to be traveling to Jammu and Kashmir to escape the heat, but looks like the heat has now chased them there as well.
Yes, you're absolutely right. The story in Jammu and Kashmir is nowhere different from the other parts of North India. Here also there is no respite from the heat wave, and we had been talking to the meteorological department also. In the coming days also there are no signs of rainfall, though the people are praying that there should be a rainfall so that they can get some kind of a respite. Let me show you, as my colleague from the Jaipur had been talking about. Here, look at this street. Normally this area, this is called the Jewel Chowk, this is abuzz with activity, but up to 6:30 till the darkness starts descending, hardly you will find people moving in this area. After 1 p.m. almost the streets are deserted. Let me talk to some of the people. कितनी परेशानी हो रही है जो ये हीट वेव लगातार जो बढ़ती जा रही है. You are carrying a towel also with you.
It is unbearable actually. Kudos to you. You are reporting live here, in this such heat. But it's actually unbearable. I don't know what kind of disturbance it is, western or eastern, but it is absolutely disturbing the mind head to toe.
What kind of problem you have been facing?
Well, actually, it is very difficult to drive a two-wheeler. Actually, I'm a two-wheeler rider, and today only when I I have a place where I park my bike and which is open to sky, and I got a serious burn here. And this is absolutely serious because it's too hot. The rubber is actually melting out of the handle. It's mind-boggling actually. It's mind-boggling.
So one can see right now while I'm talking to you, I can't properly open my eyes. The sun is directly straight on my head, and you can see here also carrying a towel. Most of the people here prefer to stay indoors. Already we have seen that the Directorate of School Education, they have come out with the circular. They have changed the school timing also. Now it's from the 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. But still, there are so many problems which the kids are facing. So the family members really want the Director of School Education to shut schools still and call for the summer vacation, because they want that there should be early vacation. It's very difficult. There are a lot many more people. Let me speak to them also, try to find out what they really have to say. कितनी गर्मी है, कितना मुश्किल हो रहा है गर्मी में काम करना?
जी सर,
मुश्किल हो रहा है?
बिल्कुल.
क्या मुश्किल आ रही है? जैसे कि आप लगातार जाके काम करते हैं, पेंटिंग का काम करते हैं,
नहीं अब मार्बल का काम करते
मार्बल का काम करते हैं. इस गर्मी में कितनी मुश्किल हो रही है?
हैं. बहुत ज़्यादा.
बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो रही है. इतनी गर्मी देखी पहले कभी? See, it's a record breaking because it is 3 notches higher than what actually we used to see in Jammu and Kashmir. You rightly said the people normally think that they should
Right.
come out to Jammu and Kashmir and it will be some kind of a respite from the hot weather what they are seeing in the other parts of North India. But when they come out to this place, equally a similar kind of a temperature when they are witnessing here. So they also face lot many problems. I had been talking to commuters, I had been talking to the students, I had been talking to parents. Everybody has got a similar story to tell. And especially if we look at the areas like we have seen the forest belt in Krishna Ghati sector for the last 36 hours. There is a forest fire going on because
Right, Pradeep,
the
of course,
dry
like you're
grass
pointing
normally
out, the
catches
heat
fire
wave continues
because of
to
the height
haunt
wave.
people across the
And it's
nation,
getting
and
little
you
bit
seem to be
difficult for the
sweating
administration
profusely as well,
to
even more than Gajraj, who are joining us from Jaipur. Appreciate you joining us and also speaking to the people there, trying to get their voices. In fact, we'll also go to our colleagues from Delhi and also Ahmedabad. But before that, we also have a big breaking news as far as the heat wave is concerned. Amid the intense heat wave, power demand has also surged in the national capital. Power demand in Delhi is at an all-time high. The power demand right now, we are being told, has crossed the 8,000 megawatt mark. Now, this is the second successive day of the record demand. Heat wave red alert has also been issued for Delhi. Nikhil joins us from the national capital. Nikhil, this is of course a very clear indication of what's happening. People refusing to step out, and also this of course means that when they're staying indoors, they're using ACs and fans, and that has meant that there's a massive surge in the power demand as well. Help us understand. I can see you sweating profusely right now. Help us understand what's the situation like in the national capital.
So Ashish, as you have rightly mentioned, the peak power demand is today what we have witnessed has crossed the level of 8,000 megawatt, and this was something which was already predicted by the officials from the department. And also, if we talk about the details in number, the IMD department have already said that the temperature is going to revolve about 45 degrees Celsius. But starting from tomorrow, there is a red alert which has been issued, and for next 3 to 4 days, intense heat wave is something which is expected across the part of the NCR city. And talking further about the numbers yesterday, Haryana's Sirsa was the one which recorded highest temperature with 47.8 degrees Celsius, followed by Pilani of Rajasthan with 47.2 degrees Celsius. So next 3 to 4 days are going to be very much crucial. There is water shortage as well across the part of the NCR city. And now the peak power demand over 1,000 megawatt has already been experienced. We are currently joined by some of the locals who are part of the NCR city to take a view as to how exactly they are coping up with the intense heat wave. आयुषी, सबसे पहले आपसे शुरू करते हैं. लड़कियों के लिए स्किन सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, कैसे गर्मी में आप लोग बचाव करते हैं इस चीज़ को लेके, कैसे आप झेल रहे हैं?
जैसा कि आपको पता है स्किन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर, पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जिससे हम अपनी स्किन को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकें। डे बाय डे टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होता जा रहा है। वी यूज़ सम थिंग्स लाइक दुपट्टा एंड ऑल स्टफ, बट नथिंग इज़ वर्किंग। लाइक गर्म हवा, धूप, वी कांट प्रोटेक्ट। लाइक बाय 6 और 7 भी बहुत तेज़ धूप रहती है। लाइक एटमॉस्फेयर बहुत गर्म रहता है, बट पता नहीं कैसे हम लोग इससे प्रोटेक्ट करने वाले हैं।
You also commute to गुरुग्राम, नोएडा एंड दिल्ली एज वेल. How difficult is that? कितना मुश्किल होता है ऐसे में ट्रैवल करना भी, क्योंकि आप स्वेट भी कर रहे होते हो, आपको काम के लिए भी जाना होता है.
इट्स वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टेकिंग मेट्रो, फिर उसके बाद ऑटो, और फिर ऑफिस पहुंच के काम करना इतना, और भीड़ इतनी ज़्यादा रहती है हर जगह कि ट्रैवल करना बहुत मुश्किल होता जा रहा है इस गर्मी में। पता नहीं आगे हम कैसे ट्रैवल करेंगे और कैसे करेंगे
ठीक.
कुछ।
शिवेन के पास आते हैं. शिवेन, आप बताइए, गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा है, आप जैसे जो नौकरी पेशा लोग हैं, मजबूरी है घर से बाहर निकलने के लिए, किस तरीके से इसको डील करते हैं, और क्या आपने पहला इतनी ज़्यादा गर्मी महसूस की है?
जी बिल्कुल, मैं एनसीआर में पिछले 5 या 6 साल से हूँ, और पहली बार ये माहौल देखने को मिल रहा है कि सुबह 9 बजे से लेके रात के 9 बजे तक आप घर से बाहर नहीं निकल सकते। ऐसा लगता है जैसे कि आग चल रही हो। लेकिन सबसे बड़ी मुश्किल जो आ रही है हम जैसे लोगों को जो फील्ड में रहते हैं, सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत है कि जब आप वापस घर आते हो, एनसीआर में इस समय जो बिजली की मांग है वो इतनी ज़्यादा बढ़ गई है कि एक तो पावर कट हो रहे हैं, दूसरे लो वोल्टेज की समस्या है। तो सबसे बड़ी ये समस्या है। ऑफिसेस में भी समस्या है, वहाँ भी पावर कट होते रहते हैं, आप बाहर नहीं निकल सकते, और घर आने के बाद भी एयर कंडीशन नहीं चल रहे हैं, कूलर सही से नहीं चल रहा है, और फैन ये समझिए कि एक तरह से ठंडी हवा नहीं, आग ही आ रही है उससे।
लेकिन क्या बीते सालों में कभी आपको लगा था कि गर्मी के कारण आपकी पर्सनल ईएमआई भी बढ़ जाएगी? उसके बारे में थोड़ा कुछ बताइए.
हाँ, मेरी पर्सनल ईएमआई की बात मैं खुद की बात कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि इस गर्मी मैंने सोचा कि चलो एक एयर कंडीशन लेते हैं, और अभी हालात ये हैं कि जितनी ईएमआई है उतना ही बिल आ रहा है, तो ये मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल है, और यार अभी तो अप्रेजल भी नहीं हो रहे हैं हमारे.
Okay, so Ashish, you can imagine the situation that the locals are going through. So not just the power demand, but also the low voltage is another issue across the part of the NCR city, including those in the Noida sectors as well. Back to you, Ashish.
Absolutely, Nikhil. Really appreciate you for braving this heat wave and also standing there for all this while, helping us understand the voices of the public as well. In fact, my colleague Hiten also joins us from Ahmedabad. So clearly, we're trying to give you an overall perspective of how widespread this entire issue is, the heat wave across northern India. Hiten is joining us from Ahmedabad. Hiten, help us understand what's the situation like right now in Ahmedabad. We saw what the situation is in Jaipur, in Jammu, in Delhi. Ahmedabad, I suspect, is no different.
बिल्कुल, देखिए, अगर अहमदाबाद की बात करें तो इस वक्त भी अहमदाबाद में 44 डिग्री टेम्परेचर है। हालांकि ये अहमदाबाद का सबसे पॉश एरिया है, आश्रम रोड। यहाँ पर आपको हलचल जो है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक जो है यहाँ पर आपको इवनिंग के समय में देखने मिलती है। लेकिन आज आप देख सकते हैं कि सन्नाटा है, सड़क पर इक्का दुक्का लोग जो अपने काम से निकले हैं वही लोग यहाँ पर मौजूद है। सिर्फ अहमदाबाद ही नहीं, बल्कि बात करूँ तो गुजरात के 11 जिलों में कुछ इस तरीके की हालत है कि टेम्परेचर 45 डिग्री तक गया है। अहमदाबाद में दोपहर तक 45 डिग्री था, अभी 1 डिग्री घटा है। और कुछ लोग भी है यहाँ पर, उन्हीं से हम बात करते हैं कि गर्मी में कितनी दिक्कत हो रही है।
बहुत दिक्कत हो रही है। मैं एक तो हम ऑटो ड्राइवर है, मेरा नाम हुजैफा है।
हाँ।
और हमने क्या कोई सवारी भी नहीं मिल रहा है, इतना गर्मी है पूरा कि 12 बजे से लेकर शाम को 6 बजे तक का कोई जात का सवारी नहीं मिलता। उसके बाद ही हमारे को धंधा हो पाता थोड़ा बहुत।
कितने दिन से ये दिक्कतें हो रही है, सवारी नहीं मिल रही?
चकले पिछले 10 दिन से ये प्रॉब्लम तो आ रहा है। बराबर इलेक्शन भी था और इस हिसाब से गर्मी भी इतना है कि हमारे को 12 बजे से लेकर शाम को 5 बजे तक तो घूम ही घूम करना पड़ता है।
सवारी नहीं मिलती?
सवारी नहीं मिलता है पूरा, कोई शटल का भी नहीं मिलता। कोई
शाम के वक्त मिल जाता है,
शाम के वक्त थोड़ा बहुत मिल जाता है।
तो आप देख सकते हैं कि ऑटो ड्राइवर है जिनका कहना है कि 12 से 5 में बिल्कुल भी सवारी नहीं मिलती है। और भी कुछ लोगों से बात करेंगे। गर्मी से कितनी दिक्कत हो रही है?
बहुत दिक्कत तो रहती है, पूरा दिन बाहर नहीं निकल पाते हैं। और 12-1 बजे बाद तो बाहर निकलना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है। 4-5 बजे बाद ही बाहर निकल पाते हैं। यहाँ तो गर्मी से इतना चक्कर आ जाता है, लूक लग जाती है और आदमी को बहुत सी परेशानी हो जाती है, बाहर निकलने का नाम ही नहीं लेते।
गर्म हवा अभी भी अहमदाबाद में लोग अगर बाइक पर सवार होते हैं तो उनके मुंह पर गर्म हवा अभी भी फेंकी जाती है। हो सकता है कि
कंडीशंस, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सारी जानकारी के लिए। इतने धूप में खड़े होकर भी आप सारी जानकारी ला रहे हो, लोगों से बात कर रहे हो क्या हुआ क्या नहीं, but of course viewers, like we have been telling you, we've been getting you all the details, all our reporters braving the heat wave conditions and getting us all the details. But what exactly is causing this heat wave? And also, if you step out continuously, what is it going to be like for you as well? How is it going to affect you? To get us more details on that, to understand the nuances of what's happening, the weather conditions, joining us on the broadcast are Mr. Anand Sharma, who's the former Additional Director General of the Indian Med Department, and Dr. Ishwar Gilada, who's the Secretary General of the Organized Medicine Academic Guild. Gentlemen, appreciate you for joining us on the broadcast. This is, of course, an issue that everyone seems to be talking about today. You, me, everybody from top to bottom, everyone's been affected by it. Mr. Anand Sharma, let me start with you first. Red alert has been issued across various states. Our colleagues were also speaking to a lot of people on ground, and the common voice that we get is that this is unprecedented. They have never experienced heat like this. Help us understand what exactly is causing it.
No, first thing is that there is heat wave, no doubt about it, across northwest India, including, in fact, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Maharashtra, and Vidarbha. These regions are right now affected by the heat wave. And you said unprecedented. I won't call it unprecedented. Delhi, in fact, March, April, and up to even 15th of May, we had very good weather, not a single heat wave. But now, yes, third week of May to the first week of June is the time when you get maximum heat waves. And we are getting it right now. There's no doubt about it. And the main reason is that the winds which we are getting is westerly winds, which are dry winds, and no rains, no clouds. So you have intense sunshine leading to higher temperatures. You remember Monday, the temperature in some parts of Delhi, like your Nazafgarh area, it even touched around 47 on Monday. But Tuesday, we had some easterly winds, which they're little stronger. So it brought some relief, and the temperature on Tuesday was just around 43 or so. Slight respite was there. But now in coming days, we expect that heat wave conditions to continue in the northern India, including Delhi and Gujarat, Madhya Maharashtra, and even Vidarbha. And the main reason, as I said, is that there is no rainfall in this region, no cloudiness, intense sunshine, and in a way, this is also required. Why? Because monsoon, again, it depends. If the more heating, low pressure develops over the land. So it's one of the good features about. Of course, there are positive and negatives. It influences human and other animal life. But at the same time, if you see that natural cycles, nature, this kind of things are required, right? In fact,
So, Mr. Anand Sharma, you're basically saying that in the coming few days also, there seems to be no good news for the people. With that in mind, let me take that point across to Dr. Ishwar Gilada. Dr. Ishwar Gilada, Anand Sharma clearly there is pointing out that there is not going to be any respite in the coming few days. So how do people, especially those who cannot avoid traveling outside, I mean, even our reporters who are getting us all the details, that they have to be on the field almost every single day, and especially during peak hours when the situation is really, really horrible. So how do people like that counter this? What are the steps that they can take? I understand the IMD has also issued certain guidelines, but again, from your perspective, what can people do to avoid heat wave?
Mr. Anand has said everything, but what I would like to say that the situation is going to be worse and worse, not now, but year after year. We are seeing a global warming. We are seeing the total ecological imbalance. Currently, the temperatures all on average are 1.3 degree higher, and by the end of the century, they are going to be 3 degree higher. 1.3 degree or 3 degrees sounds a very low figure, but in real sense, that has a worst of the impact. Now we're talking about only human being. The impact is not only on human being, it is on animal, it is on plants, it is on everything. Secondly, it is very easy to advise some people that, okay, you don't step out. But those who are daily wage earners, asking them not to step out, how they will survive? What are the avenues available to them? So the simple logic is that you wear light clothes, light color clothes, loose clothes. You try to avoid scorching sun, particularly between 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So those which are people who are employer, they should have a staggered working hours for their employers. So I think in that way we need to do, and then keep on drinking water, keep on sprinkling water on your body. keep on drinking other drinks like, say, any kind of watermelon, cucumber juice, or any other nimbu pani, chaach, you need to hydrate yourself. Otherwise, the easiest symptom which you can feel and earliest symptom of heat stroke is cramps. So first symptom will be cramp, then dizziness, giddiness, stroke can come in extreme circumstances, heart attacks can come. Our heart function in tandem with other organs in the body. So if your heart is affected, then anything can get affected in the body. We can get sunstroke, we can get skin problems. So I think we need to look at every particular aspect and try to avoid direct sunlight, use umbrella, like where people use umbrella in rainy season. We hardly see people using umbrella during sun. So I think that older habit of people, our parents and grandparents, they used to use umbrella during summer, that has to come back. Ashish.
Right. Also, Mr. Anand Sharma, again, you pointed out the fact that there seems to be no respite in the coming few days. And again, we talk about the heartland regions where this is usually seen the maximum. Help us understand, are there any regions which, of course, are now sort of escaping this heat wave? Because a lot of people usually, at least from Delhi, escape to Jammu and Kashmir and all those places to escape the heat wave. And right now, we also had our colleague joining us from Jammu, and he was in fact sweating a lot more than people in Gujarat, Jaipur and Delhi. So again, is there any part of India that is now better again compared to all of these states, or is this condition everywhere and again the heat wave is going to be continuing everywhere?
See, when the summer starts, first the heating starts from the southern India. See, if you remember, in the first and second week of May, we had heat wave condition and severe heat wave condition in southern peninsula and northeast India. At that time, Delhi was very pleasant. Pleasant in the sense there was no heat wave at all. Okay. But as the season progresses, the heat wave travels to the north. So right now, it's raining in parts of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Those regions have already got respite. Similarly, Northeast India also has got some showers. So there's a respite in those regions. Okay. Now you've moved to the hill stations like Nainital, Mussoorie, Shimla. Those hill stations are pleasant because Jammu is still at a lower altitude. But other hill stations, they are comparatively better. And that's the reason why people go to those hill stations in summers. And you also must be knowing that why do schools are closed for summer vacation? Reason being because it's right from, if you see the old data also, temperature used to touch 42, 43 degrees in Delhi, and that's what schools are closed in northern India during summer seasons. So this is it. I mean, what I'm trying to say is it's a part of natural climate variability along with the land use, land cover. People are now so many air conditioners.
But also, Mr. Anand Sharma, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
For example, places like Bangalore, you're talking about the difference between places that are at a higher altitude and places that are not at a very high altitude. But even places like Bangalore, which traditionally do not see such high temperatures, this time I spoke to a lot of people there, and a lot of people were actually considering buying ACs for the first time in Bangalore. So what exactly is causing that, at least in places like Bangalore?
No, the thing is like this. Bangalore is very pleasant now because for the last almost 8-10 days, there are thunder showers in Bangalore and it has become very pleasant. As I told you earlier, in the first and second week of May, there were very high temperature. But then I've worked for 6 years in Bangalore from 90 to 96. It's not like that the temperatures don't touch 37 or like that. They do touch the high temperature. One, earlier people were not like, now everybody wants very comfortable life. Everybody wants to be in AC. Like I remember when I used to be as a school boy in Delhi.
Does the fact that the green cover has diminished also contribute to it?
In a way, yes. Definitely. Green cover also contributes. And then on top of that is the urban heat island effect. It's a concretization of cities. Glass buildings. These are the issues. Tarred roads. Everyday cementation. So this is adding to, urban heat island effect. City, if you go to any city, they are 2 to 3 degrees higher temperatures as compared to the outskirts. So basically, it is a land use, land cover change which we are bringing. First thing is that we should not go for the glass buildings, especially in the northern India.
Absolutely.
Glass buildings should be constructed only in the...
Mr. Anand Sharma, the big message here is the fact that development, when you talk about cities, isn't just concretization. It's also about ensuring that the green cover is maintained, the lakes are
Absolutely.
protected, and it's an overall development, sustainable development that needs to be spoken about. I've just got a couple of minutes on the broadcast. I'll quickly take a point from Dr. Ishwar Gilada. Mr. Gilada, help us understand for the viewers watching right now, some tips, if you can give them, about how to stay hydrated, how to stay safe as far as the heat wave conditions are concerned, because we're seeing a lot of complaints coming in. Even in Ahmedabad, the government hospitals have complained about a lot of cases coming in of the heat wave related illnesses. So how do people stay safe? Quickly, if you can just have a few tips on it.
Sometime. Secondly, if you at all you have to go, try to walk through shade. Number 3, use cap or umbrella. Number 4, keep on sipping water. It is not that at one time you drink 1 liter of water and then you are not drinking at all. So keep on sipping water, and if possible, just sprinkle water on your body. Your skin is a protective organ of your body that will always try to protect inside the body. But if it continues to get heat, and particularly there's a principle of physics, black body is that body which absorbs more heat and emissions more heat. So if your clothes are dark color or black color, like the kind of jacket you are wearing, you go in the sun, you'll be more heated than the white clothes. So that way, and as soon as you feel some symptom,
Absolutely.
sit down somewhere, take ORS or some liquid, and then
Absolutely.
continue.
Dr. Gilada, very
Don't
important
carry
points that
on
you're mentioning there.
strain
I'm
yourself.
sorry, I'll have to interject you there because we're running short of time on the broadcast, but really appreciate you gentlemen for joining us, helping our viewers understand what's happening as far as the heat wave conditions are concerned. A lot of alarmist news also, reports also coming out, but again, focused news and very informative news is something that people want at this hour, and really appreciate you joining us on the broadcast and getting us all those details.